As strange as it may feel to imagine one's home country ceasing to exist, it's actually quite difficult for a country to survive in the world. The economy must be managed, the environment must be helped to prosper, infrastructure must be built and maintained, political alliances must be kept healthy, and a single war or armed conflict can devastate every one of those elements. Despite these challenges, some of the world's nearly 200 nations have stood the test of time. Although national boundaries, ruling governments and capital cities have changed, these nations have survived throughout the years, making them the world's oldest countries. In this video, we will be going through the top 10 oldest countries in the world. At the number 10 spot is San Marino, which was founded in 301 AD. This country, whose independence has ancient origins, claims to be the world's oldest surviving republic. San Marino was founded in 301 AD when a Christian stonemason Marinus, later venerated as Saint Marinus, emigrated in 297 AD from Dalmatian island of Rab. The country was officially founded on September 301 AD when Saint Marinus built a church on Monte Titano. This little church grew into the city of San Marino, the capital of the small country. At the number 9 spot is Iran, which was founded in 550 BC. Iran, formerly known as the Achaemenid Empire or called the First Persian Empire, was an Asian Iranian empire based in Western Asia that was founded by Cyrus the Great in 550 BC. At its greatest territorial extent, the Achaemenid Empire stretched from the Balkans and the Eastern Europe in the west to the Indus Valley in the east. The empire had its beginnings in the 7th century BC when the Persians settled in the southwestern portion of the Iranian plateau in the region of Persis. From this region, Cyrus rose and defeated the Median Empire, of which he had previously been king, as well as Lydia and the Neo-Babylonian Empire, following which he formally established the Achaemenid Empire. Modern-day Iran was founded in 1979 after the Iranian Revolution ended the monarchy and an Islamic Republic was established. Number 8 is Japan, which was founded in 660 BC. The first human inhabitants of the Japanese archipelago have been traced to prehistoric times. The Jomon period, named after its cord-marked pottery, was followed by the Yayoi period when new inventions were introduced from Asia. Around the 3rd century BC, the Yayoi people immigrated to the Japanese archipelago and introduced iron technology and agricultural civilization. Because they had an agricultural civilization, the population of the Yayoi began to grow rapidly and ultimately overwhelmed the Jomon people, natives of the Japanese archipelago, who were hunter-gatherers. Between the 4th to 9th century, Japan's many kingdoms and tribes gradually came to be unified under a centralized government, nominally controlled by the Emperor of Japan. The modern state of Japan came into being in 1868 when the Edo era ended and the Meiji Emperor ascended to the throne. Taking the 7th spot is Greece, which was founded 800 BC. The archaic period of Greece is one of the country's most prominent time periods, as it laid the foundations for Greece's classical period, which is known for establishing the foundations of modern Western civilization. This period in Greek's history started sometime around 800 BC. During the archaic period, the Greeks made advances in art, poetry, and technology. But one of the things that was also invented during this period was the polis, or city-state. It was the community structure of ancient Greece. The polis would go on to define the Greek political system for hundreds of years. Also during this time period, the Greek alphabet was developed as well as the earliest institutions of democracy. Modern Greece period started in 1821 after the Greek Revolution. Number 6 is Ethiopia, which was founded 980 BC. The Ethiopian kingdom was founded by Solomon's first son Menelik I. However, it is documented that the first kingdom was Aksum, a kingdom that probably emerged in the 2nd century AD. The first Ethiopian kingdom, Aksum, was a very advanced civilization. It was told that they were the first Africans to mint coins. Nevertheless, Ethiopia is the oldest independent country in Africa and one of the most ancient nations in the world. Ethiopia would continue to be ruled by monarchy until September 1974. At the number 5th position is Georgia, which was founded 1008 AD. Georgia, also known as the Georgian Empire, was a medieval Eurasian monarchy that was founded in Circa 1008 AD. It reached its golden age of political and economic strength during the reign of King David IV and Queen Tamar the Great from the 11th to 13th centuries. Lasting for several centuries, the kingdom fell to the Mongol invasions in the 13th century. Georgia finally gained its independence in 1991. At the number 4 spot is China, which was founded 2070 BC. The first Chinese dynasty was the Shang dynasty. There are no first-hand records from the Shang dynasty, as the written history of China dates back to the Shang dynasty. However, the Shang dynasty is mentioned in historical chronicles such as the Bamboo Annals, the Classic of History, and the records of the Grand Historian. The Shang ruled in the Yellow River Valley, which is commonly held to be the cradle for Chinese civilization. China's dynastic period lasted until 1912, when the Qing Dynasty ended and the Republic was formed. The People's Republic of China was founded in 1949 and continues on as modern-day China. While the people of ancient China invented many things that are still in use today, the 4 great inventions, the compass, gunpowder, paper making, and printing, are celebrated in Chinese culture for their historical significance and as symbols of ancient China's advanced science and technology. At the number 3rd position is Afghanistan, which was founded 3000 BC. The Indus Valley Civilisation is believed to have had a colony in Afghanistan as early as 3000 BC. They established one of the world's first cities, Mundigak, near modern-day Kandahar. Evidence of smaller Indus Valley Civilization colonies have been found in other parts of Afghanistan. Over time, waves of semi-nomadic people from central areas settled in Afghanistan and brought their culture with them. Afghanistan was conquered by Cyrus I of Persia and later Alexander the Great and other various empires. In 1973, Afghanistan became a unitary presidential Islamic republic. At number 2 is India, which dates back 3300 BC. People have been living in the region in the Indian subcontinent since around 3300 BC, starting with the Indus Valley Civilization. Although these early people formed one of the world's earliest urban civilizations, the beginning of India as a nation started with the Vedic period. The Vedic period is the period in the late Bronze Age and early Iron Age of the history of India, when the Vedic literature was composed in the northern Indian subcontinent between the end of the urban Indus Valley Civilization and a second urbanization. The Vedic period saw the emergence of a hierarchy of social classes that will remain influential. Modern-day India was founded in 1947 after the country gained its independence from the British Empire. And number 1 is Egypt, which dates back 3100 BC. Although ancient Egypt civilization can trace its roots back to around 6000 BC, when various groups of hunter-gatherers settled in the Nile River Valley, Egypt's first dynasty is dated 3100 BC. Around this time period, Upper and Lower Egypt were unified into a single kingdom by King Namir. King Namir was able to establish control over the entire navigable length of the Nile and established the capital in Memphis, a city near modern-day Cairo. This first dynasty was the first of a series of dynasties that will go on to rule over Egypt for the next 3 millennia. Modern Egypt was founded in 1953, after the Egyptian Revolution of 1952. These are the oldest countries we could feature in our top 10 for this video. If you were to plan a vacation, which would you pick? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe because we have more awesome videos lined up just for you. Thank you for watching.